have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God it in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman and that's by dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not rock with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace for peace of mind. I'm like Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed. And if it is, then thank the Lord, cause that's the mastermind.
Today, from Seattle, Washington, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Now Wilson on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Fournette. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Leonard Fournette. first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
He's going to look deep for more. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore. Touchdown number 22 on the season. First down, Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On second down, right back to Hunt. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kareem Hunt with... They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is?
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now here's Michael Dixon as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. A first update now out of Jacksonville. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Throwing now is Murray. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Play fake. Murray. That is caught by Lamb. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. A carry here for Hunt. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Again, it's Hunt, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kareem Hunt with another touchdown. Fournette once more on 2nd down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now remember this. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kind of an odd schedule this year. These two teams getting their 2 games in very late in the season. Their first meeting just a few weeks ago, back in Week 15, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. On the return, Harris. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Cardinals are... They begin with a run by Fournette. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Second down, back to Fournette. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is Harris. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Arizona.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 105 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore with touchdown. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Harris now to return. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And this is caught. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kareem Hunt. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll see. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time
positive.
we have to leave the booth.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And he stopped immediately there. Second and 10. On the counter, Hunt, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off around the 41. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it? Murray trying again after the pick six.
Pass caught. It's Kawan Baker.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. Into the secondary, past the 40, and all the way up to the 45-yard line.
137 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Now remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
And the Seahawks have picked it up. And now off to the races down the right side. The 20. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
On 2nd down, Armstead, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now Murray off play action. Sliding out of the pocket to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll run with Hunt. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll find his man. That's Freddie Swain. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now Wilson. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Micah Parsons. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Buying time to his left. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. This a 33-yard attempt. The kick by Lambeau is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he's got some space here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Boy, 203 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Dropped at the 35. Able to display his agility, but not much room to operate. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Cliff Kingsbury, part of that new breed of head coaches. And his guys are going to go for it. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys that just gave up that play.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Micah Parsons picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Lockett.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Wilson. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
That one to Swain, complete.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2nd and 2.
Now it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick. Past the 20. 10. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. But oh, he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. One last shot for Wilson.
And that's complete to Swain.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cardinals,
they finish off a perfect regular season, 17-0.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title.
Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 4-13 campaign.
And this front office will have plenty of work to do in the draft and through free agency to turn this ship around. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.